Come on, Doc. Come on. Come on. Answer the phone. Come on. God damn it! I swear, that motherfucker better be dead or dying if he ain't picking up his phone.
Bad connection? Don't worry, Vic. There'll be plenty of bars where you're going.
The hell do you want, geek?
I think you already know what we want. But for why I'm here... As much as I don't trust these boys in blue, we'll need you to go quietly. It's over, Victor.
Alright, geek. After what happened out there, did I give you brain damage? Who do you have that can hurt me now?
Sup?
Tried to do this the easy way.
You thought this was over? Huh? I thought you were the bad guy! I thought you were unbeatable! Look at you now! You lost everything! That isn't enough! I hate you!
Madness, that's enough. Madness! It's over.
Is it? After everything he's done? What he did to me? What he's done to you and to everyone else?
Believe me, I know. But I gotta fight all these urges, hermano.
You want to know why I hate you so much? Because you were right! We're two sides of the same coin. So now we stare into that demented mirror one last time. You took my freedom. Now I'm taking yours.
Hypocrites. The lot of you. You talk about me, but you have just as much blood on your hands as I do. It's like I said, there are no heroes. Only bad guys.
Huh?
Thought you'd be happier compared to my tragic ball of emotions.
You know, it's finally me and him getting vengeance for the whole reason I even took that mask. My home, my family, my best friend. But I've been in this game so long, I don't know what to do with myself now. Maybe I should go off and be a dread pirate somewhere or something.
¿Qué? Seriously?
No, just deluding myself. Something's off. That info I was looking into seemed to be purposely redacted. And then what he just said. What did he mean?
Puta. Whatever. Who cares? It's over. It's... it's finally over. Oh, I wasn't sure I'd ever get to say that. Come on. Let's go find the others. It's time to celebrate. Orale!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Friday Night Flashbang. My name is Eric Jan Erickson, and we are back after an explosive Multiverse 2-night extravaganza where no championship was safe, and neither was Victor Vicious. You just heard exclusive audio following the huge win by the Crimson Phoenix to become our new world champion. Victor Vicious found in the parking lot by Omni Geek and the Madness, arrested and not here tonight. Justice comes for all. and immediately tweeting out on social media the madness saying, quote, "To the victor go the spoils, and I hope you like slop, because it's on the menu." Vic finally brought to justice in more ways than one, and tonight it's all about a celebration, because we don't know where the club is. What we do know is our main event will feature a member of the executive club, and will go one-on-one with Bastion Butler, who supposedly was not allowed to go one-on-one with any member of the executive club and is being rewarded for whatever reason, but we don't care. Go kick his butt, Bastion! On top of that, we have an 8-man showcase match to kick it off here tonight to feature some of our winners and losers at Multivania, and every single new champion will be in action here tonight. We'll tell you more about that as the night goes on. We're going to kick it down to ringside because we can't have a flashbang without a showcase match, and it is next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Vaporwave, weighing in at 239 pounds, Aqualung.
So a showcase match to kick us off here on Friday nights, and it is the former tag team champion, Aqualung. And folks, we have a lot to unpack after Multivania. As we said, every single championship changed hands. No one was safe. Not to mention, we got a new championship on Friday nights, but we'll get to that too.
And introducing second, representing Honor-Bound, weighing in at 242 pounds, he is the holder of the brass briefcase, Graven Allen.
And just like Defunct did with that briefcase at Multivania, Graven now with a random title opportunity that only he knows inside of that briefcase after winning the ladder match at Multivania. And tweeting out on social media, another man who was victorious at Multivania, Michael Macabre, which we'll get to just after this.
And introducing third, representing Flow, weighing in at 245 pounds, he is the Brawling Star, Brawl Kaiser.
The runner-up in the King of the Showcase match, member of Flow. We saw Omni and Madness were busy earlier dealing with Victor Vicious, already off to celebrate. No doubt Brawl will join them wherever they end up. But we need a little Flow representation here. It is good vibes all around.
And introducing fourth, representing the Princedom, weighing in at 239 pounds, he is 1/3 of the Trios champions, Sir McCheese!
McCheese climbing the mountaintop with the rest of the princedom. McCheese is on top once more. Able to do what the Republic was not, and that has become a Trios champion. Put it on the resume. The cheesy one, the Gouda boy.
And introducing Fizz! Weighing in at 405 pounds, from the lair of Dr. Caliban, representing House Caliban, he is the king of the showcase, the Creation!
Another man who unbelievably has never had a championship opportunity. The Creation, now the king of the showcase, and now the new #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, we mentioned Michael Macabre. He tweets, quote, "Flashbang, I'm back from hell. Unlike Victor, I have the multiverse in my hands, and I am the new face of fear. I have some unfinished business. Stay tuned, my little fireflies." Not ominous at all.
And introducing Sixth! Weighing in at 315 pounds, representing the Cyberbots, the Cyber Controller!
Another former champion. Compliments of McCheese of the princedom. The self-proclaimed leader of the Cyberbots, and he's not joking around, mocking meme, or paying tribute, or whatever they were doing. He looks like he's all business. And just a death stare at McCheese before stepping over the top rope.
And introducing Seventh! Weighing in at 182 pounds, the Slam Fabian!
And here's one of the many flashbang wrestlers that helped to fend off the absolute carnage and chaos at Multivania. The executive club, headed up by Mr. Lawson and the Brass, sent every single member of the roster of the Multiverse that they could find to disrupt the night. Whether it was the Brass Briefcase ladder match, the World Championship match. They did everything in their power to make sure that they came out on top, and Slam Fabian and the rest of the locker room said, "We're not having any of it."
Introducing 8th. Weighing in at over 500 pounds, from under a rock, representing the forces of nature, he is one half of the new World Tag Team Champions, Big Rock.
A man who has been here since day one. He won the first ever showcase match in Flashbang history, an 8-man over the top rope battle royal, and finally, after 6 long years, Big Rock can finally call himself champion. What a career it has been for Big Rock. He has chased championship gold for years. Whether it was winning the Monster Mash and getting a shot at the world title, whether it was this constant chasing of the trios and tag title, he and Huge Mane finally overcame the odds against some very worthy teams to take those championships away from Aqualung and Rico Rose of Vaporwave. And you can see Aqua, much like Controller, with just a death stare for Big Rock. And here we go. The Cyber Controller dropping the double axe handle on Brawl Kaiser. Couple of champions squaring off. We've got a trio and a tag champion. Big Rock taking down McCheese. Brawl Kaiser going right after Aqualung. Creation with their first opportunity in a showcase match since becoming king of the showcase. And we'll see if, much like Sandman before them, they can avoid the curse that seemed to follow Reginald around for the better part of a year. And already just shaking off that chop by Controller. Now here comes the Hoss fight. Big Rock and Creation. Clothesline. Couple of showcase veterans. And now squaring off. The shot to the gut. And now Creation and Big Rock looking to work together, but Graven says meeting of the minds, no thank you. And looking for the Enziguri, but both men move. And now the roll-up. Creation, the roll-up. What, and a kick out. And now the power bomb into the knees. Down goes Controller, and the weapons are involved, and here comes Slamphibian. And now into the cover off the sledgehammer shot. Kick out at 1. And Slam telling somebody to get up. Might be Big Rock. Meanwhile, Aqualung in some trouble. About to go face first into the turnbuckle. Couple of former champions now squaring off. And now McCheese with a power bomb to Creation. Brawl Kaiser taking out Graven Allen as the chocolate zombie getting stomped now by Creation. And now look at McCheese, the electric chair drop, 500 pounds. Do not be fooled by his size. McCheese has got some strength. And now looking for the brain chop on McCheese. Will the helmet save him? No, Aqualung breaks it up. Against folks, traditionally in a showcase match, it would be elimination. But this is one fall to a finish, as our announcer said, so it's going to be absolute chaos. Now the body blows. Brawl Kaiser. The leapfrog. The drop kick to the face. And now the flatliner to McCheese. And now Brawl Kaiser getting a right hand from Creation. Neck breaker to Big Rock. Boot to the midsection. Creation going up. And coming down the hard way. A Liger bomb from Brawl Kaiser, who rolls out of the way of McCheese and then hits him with a code red into the cover. One kick out. And now, oh, Graven getting a chair to the face. DDT. And now Brawl Kaiser goes down. Big Rock feeling it. And now Controller going after the arm. Body blow again with one fall to a finish. Typically in a showcase match with that elimination style ruling, you're not going to have people trying to break up your pinfall, so you're going to be very strategic in this traditional 8-man match. And head off the turnbuckle goes Slamfibian. Meanwhile, Controller in the ring with Brawl Kaiser. And connects. Another quick cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. And there's the sledgehammer again. That's one way to take people off their feet. And now into the cover off that shot. 1. Kick out at 1. And now look out here, Controller under a rock. With a rock in a hard place. And now Slamfibian. Oh, that kick out by Creation. Oh, and a sledgehammer to their face. And in the moonsault. And now Brawl. Looking for the Cosmo Impact again. He was the runner-up at Multivania to the Creation. 1, 2, and he got him. Brawl able to steal it. The flashbang. Former good boy, but the Brawling Star does it. Here is your winner, Brawl Kaiser. So in a match of current and former champions and the king of the showcase, Brawl shows why he was one pinfall away at Multivania. And folks, that is how we started off a rather unique showcase match. One fall to a finish, but Brawl able to use those new rules to his advantage and pick up the win. But before we get too much deeper into our night, we told you that the Executive Club was going to have to maybe reconsider some things after the events of Multivania. None of their hand-picked champions or challengers were able to get the job done, which leads us to ask, what does that leave for the Executive Club? Where do they go from here? Well, let's maybe get some insight into that by asking none other than Tyson Smythe.
What? You expect me to talk? You expect me to tell you all about how most of the Executive Club lost the grandest stage of them all? Fine. I lost to the so-called leader of the rebellion, that is Jack Andrews. Have fun, because Lawson, our wonderful boss and leader, won't go down to the likes of you. Now, my colleagues, M and Spectrum. They lost, and as much as I want to be pissed about this, I forgive them. Their stipulations didn't make it easy for them to win. Spectrum should have won the King of the Showcase, but the pool of talent didn't allow for their victory. M took Madness too lightly and didn't end him when he should have. But these are just a temporary setback at best. We will come back stronger, more powerful, and more resilient and ruthless than ever before. Now let's start with our target lists. Crimson. You beat me and bested our champion Vic. That really doesn't sit well with me. And now I have an excuse to tear you limb from limb and accomplish the one thing that I want. To climb the mountaintop and rule Flashbang as champion. Secondly, Madness, we've had enough of you being a thorn in our side, so we will take every single opportunity to put you on the shelf permanently. No one will help you either. We will tear everyone away from you. Flo, other members of Flashbang, anyone we want, you will pay the consequences for your actions. Finally, this is a threat to the rest of the roster. You think that we are a tyrannical regime? Fine. We will become just that. We will become the most oppressive force this company has ever seen. The others will feel like a day at the beach compared to us. Everyone here is beneath us, and we own Flashbang. Get used to it.
Well, Tyson's sounding as confident as ever, but the executive club has done a lot of talking and not a lot of doing. But we'll see whether or not they can regroup. Not really a problem for today. Today is all about celebrating change, the new era of Friday Night Flashbang, and we continue that trend by sending it down to ringside for another one-on-one matchup featuring one of our new champions. Let's see who's in this one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 263 pounds, representing Vaporwave, Rico Rose.
Well, another former champion to take on a current champion. Rico Rose and Aqualung, the former World Tag Team Champions. And neither one has looked happy during their entrance.
And introducing their opponent, weighing in at 241 pounds, they are one half of the World Tag Team Champions, representing the forces of nature, Huge Mane.
Well, we saw Big Rock, and now taking a look at Huge Mane. Another first-time champion. And they are hype. A lot of first-timers at Multivania. Huge Ming just one of them. And look at immediately a drop kick out of that right hand. Enrico not here for a celebration, here for a measure of revenge. And now Huge Men trying to pull themselves up. And now look out here, DDT! And now a shot to the back of the head. And now wrenching on the arm. Look out here, able to roll through is Rico. And now the knee to the back of the head. And a right hand. Elbow to Rico. Right hand. Look out here. Into the German. And now Rico with a... Oh, looking for the tope, but Huge Man able to roll out of the way slowly, but effectively. And now the wrestling takedown. And right now just toying with Rico, which I don't know if that's a wise idea considering the mood they're already in. And now the quick cover on Rose. One, and a kick out. There's a knee right to the temple. And a stomp to the arm. Now this, the splash. Big splash there from Main, and again, continuing to work on those legs. A Haas of Pain. Locked in, trying to set Rico up maybe for that tree trunk submission. Also the master of the mainplex. To the top row, Main gonna fly, big elbow right to the chest. And Rico says, I'm just gonna roll over here for a minute. And Main lights them up on the ropes. And now going after the arm. Oh, and now a big uppercut. And now face first into the turnbuckle. Nice scoop slam there from Main. And now Main telling Rico to get up. And a Hurricane Rana. Hook in the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out. And now Main looking to go. Oh, dropping the leg. Thanks for playing, Rico. 1, 2, and they got him. Here is your winner, Huge Main. So Main keeps the forces of nature hot and rubs salt in the wound of Vaporwave in convincing fashion. And folks, talking about champions and winners at Multivania, one of the groups that came up big at Multivania was Honorbound. Not only did Graven Allen secure the brass briefcase, but DeLuna finally bested Bully Dog one-on-one on the grandest stage of them all. Not to mention he and Sajar helped fend off that invasion by both multiversal invaders and locker room members working for the brass. So let's take a listen to what Honorbound has to say about what their future plans are, having thwarted the tyrannical reign of Victor Vicious.
A very eventful hunt this cycle, wouldn't you say, my Pack brothers? We kept our promise to Flashbang, though we cannot take sole credit for this. So much change has occurred, and so much disappointment.
Yeah, well, the only disappointments around here are the club and anybody else who thought it was a good idea to lick Lawson's boots.
Indeed. For all of his meddling, little can be said of the results. I can only imagine how much Lawson is seething right now. His champions have fallen, their trinkets lost, and his challengers failed to bring him the prizes he most desired. Like the very briefcase he tried to use us to get to.
And who ended up with that briefcase? Oh wait, it was me. Now Honorbound has the biggest golden ticket on Flashbang. And Lawson can go to hell if he thinks he's gonna find out what's in this briefcase before anybody else. You're just gonna have to sit there and wait your turn like you did to Funk.
Let's not forget the man of the hour, Mr. Victor Vicious, the 4-year champion. Although, when you constantly avoid matches and cheat in about half the ones you did fight in, that title doesn't really have that much meaning now, does it? Eventually, it was going to bite you in the ass, and here we are. No more championship status. Be honest, Vic, you made too many enemies and had the worst friends you could possibly have for your situation. I mean, yeah, you saved us from Nero's winning streak, but at least he defended the title like an actual champion.
One more thing before we go. Lawson, you claimed this was your show. I think all of Flashbang knows this to be false speak, as well as the real one in charge. Which makes me wonder how much patience he has left after all of this.
Honorbound continuing to be a thorn in the side of the authority, and the brass and Mr. Lawson surely frustrated, but not a lot you can say to that. Honorbound getting it done in all facets at Multivania, coming through on their promise to make sure Victor Vicious would not leave with that championship. Not to mention, now holding all the keys with that brass briefcase in tow around the waist, or rather in the possession of Graven Allen, the chocolate zombie. But coming up next, Honorbound wasn't the only winners at Multivania, and we've got more champions to showcase next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 260 pounds, representing the Princedom, he is 1/3 of the trio's champions, Sir Percival.
Another new champion, another man who holds gold for the first time. Percival, a trios champion like McCheese and like Reginald. And now getting an opportunity to showcase his skills with a championship around his waist. And getting back to the Executive Club for just a minute, we have not heard from Mr. Lawson, but we have heard from Tyson Smythe. And I'm being told that apparently the club will have a message for us a little bit here later tonight, which we will get to. It's a championship takeover here on Friday nights.
Introducing his opponent, weighing in at 242 pounds, representing the Cyberbots, Cool J.K. A new robe, but minus a championship. Cool J.K., much like Controller before him, looking to make an impact by getting some revenge on the Princedom, who put it all on the line. Remember, McCheese would have been returned to Warzone, breaking up the Princedom as we know it had they not secured those trios titles.
And that's got a stick in the craw of Cool J Kyo, who could have added insult to injury by retaining those belts. And now a clothesline to Kyo. And now looking for the knee to the head. And now a couple of shots up on the shoulders. Kyo, much like the competitors before him, aggressive out of the box, but so far none of the former champions have been able to get a measure of revenge. Oh, and there's a tope atomico missed by Cool J Kyo. And I'm grabbing him by the throat. And tweeting out on social media, M saying, quote, "I assure you the status of Mr. Lawson is above your pay grade, Mr. Generickson. We will handle this." Great. Awesome. And I'll throw a big right hand. And now a shot to the gut. And now putting the boots to Percival. Percival trying to get back to his feet. Whipped in off the ropes. Oh, and a shot to the gut. And an elbow. Couple of body blows. Percival rocking Kyo. And now the atomic drop. Hanging on. A second atomic drop. Look, he's looking for one more. A third atomic drop. And the drop kick off the springboard. And now a couple of right hands. Staggering Sir Percival. And then the drop kick right to the leg. And now up to the top. And now the stomp. Top rope stomp into the cover. And Percival kicks out at 2. Yo, dragging Percival back towards the corner. Trying to do some work. Here come the right hands. And what an uppercut. And the right hand. Real steel to the face. 1, 2, no. And now to the outside again, missing with that double axe handle right to the skull by Percival. And then drops the elbow. And now working over the arm. Look out here, Knight's Charge! The Knight's Charge by Percival, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And now maybe looking for the McCheese special. Could it be? It is! Paying homage to Sir McCheese's tag partner, the sword in the stone. 1, 2, and Kyo stays alive. And now, arm off the canvas and the snapmare by Percival. And now Percival looking to go to the top rope. Not often we see that out of the big man. But look at Kyo. Hype it up. He says, jump. Oh! And Percival says, fine, you want it. You're going to get it. And Kyo pops up again. And, this time he'll hit it. Not sure if he got all of it. Percival up first. Ducks underneath. Look out here. Oh, he got caught. Oh, the atomic drop again. Now in off the ropes. Dropped down by Percival. And a hip toss. And now camel clutch applied. Knee right to the back. Trying to wrench back on Kyo, who's able to get out of it. And then in off the ropes. Body blow again. Turns him around. And a clothesline. And now knees. More knees. And the springboard moonsault connects. Joe's going to hook the leg again. And a kick out at 1. And now here comes the boxing combination from Kyo. Knocks him down. Will that be enough? The left hook, 1, 2. And he kicked out again. And Kyo getting frustrated. Another right hand. Combo. Enziguri. Down at 2 now. Sliding out of the ring. Big clothesline there by Cool J Kyo. Body blows. Look out here. Taken down. Cool J Kyo. Percival turning around, double axe handle connects again. In position, Kyo in some trouble. Percival poised, ready, looking for a second sword in the stone. Legs in position, nowhere to go. Kyo kicks out again. This crowd wants another one. And now the Knights charge. Cover! 2! That does it! Here is your winner, Sir Percival! Kyo gave him everything he could take, but Percival keeps the streak going. In your face, Lawson! The good times roll! And ladies and gentlemen, continuing here tonight, good vibes all around, and let's keep that going. But one person who did not quite get the redemption or the storybook ending that they were looking for was Alexis Edmonton, who was a part of that King of the Showcase match for really one reason, and that was to get their hands on Henry Colt. And while we saw some back and forth between the two, while Alexis wasn't looking, Henry Colt eliminated from that match. And while Alexis didn't pull it out in the end, they certainly didn't get to put down Henry Colt themselves. And we'll see what they have to think about that right now.
Ladies, gentlemen, and the spectrum between, I present to you the duality of the multiverse. A great quake shook the landscape of MNW. For the first time in a long while, a sense of hope is beginning to bloom. The potential, finally, for change. And then there's us hats. The outlaw dragged me into something I had absolutely no interest in. And as soon as the bell rang, he ran. The coward only got near me to take pot shots in my back, while everyone else got in my way. I got a tease of the comeuppance I wished to deliver, but it wasn't enough. And before I could really get my hands on him, Christopher Caliban, the creation of all people, took him out. The person I helped save the brain of so long ago, the man who eventually won the match, took my goal away from me. And while it was never my intention to challenge for the World Championship, I couldn't even laud a victory over Henry because I was too busy watching Chris to see Brawlkaiser, of all people, coming up from behind and eliminating me. I can't hold it against either of them, and I absolutely wish Chris luck against our new World Champion. But I'm not able to move on like everyone else. I'm stuck. I imagine you're probably as pissed as I am, Colt. In the end, neither of us came out winners. Played your cards and we both bust.
Everyone else has put the executive club to rights, so while I don't believe they're gonna lay down and give up, I at least have a window to put all of my focus on you, Outlaw. This isn't over. You lost your chance to control the situation when you decided to take our conflict and put it in a sea of other people. Now I'm holding on to the ball. Next time, it will just be you and me. And I'm willing to drag this out as long as I can until I get what I want. So watch your back. I'm your Huckleberry now, Henry, and when I aim, no matter how long it takes, win or lose, I never miss.
Alexis Edmonton not ready to let the cult classic out of their sights just yet. But while Alexis Edmonton is on a quest for redemption, someone else was redeemed. Someone else finally climbed the mountaintop, much like the princedom, much like the forces of nature. We had another man who became a singles champion for the first time. And here tonight, for the first time ever, they will present that championship, and they will do it next in singles competition.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Dirty Deeds, weighing in at 263 pounds, Red Star Roman.
The big man of Dirty Deeds. And there's been somewhat of a weight lifted off of these guys because for the longest time, whether it was the Executive Club or Victor Vicious, someone was always hiring Dirty Deeds to do their dirty work. But now, Kath Gina, Jack the Questionable, and Red Star Roman can kind of do what they want, at least in the short term. And it seems like when this opportunity presented itself to face one of our new champions, Roman was all over it.
Introducing his opponent, weighing at 241 pounds from Funky Town, representing Flow, he is the new Big Oof Champion, Funk!
The man who finally became a singles champion did it by bringing a brand new championship to Friday nights. DeFunk held on to that briefcase till the absolute last moment and stuck it to a former member of the Flashbang roster that had lost their way, Johan Mjoln. We know Johan very well here on Friday nights, but he was a lost man, seeming to claim glory and accolades and brutality over sportsmanship like we once knew. Well, DeFunk might have hit him with that reset button and gave him the reality check that he needed. We'll see. The only way to find out is to tune into Warzone every Monday night. But what we do know is we got a new title here to defend. This, however, a one-on-one non-title matchup, but it could go a long way for Red Star to maybe get in the title picture. We need some contenders for that championship. And DeFunk trying to show it wasn't just a briefcase fluke that got him to that point. Of course, he's been a former tag team champion before, but has never held a singles championship until the other night. And what a way it was to kick off night 2 of Multivania. And now the splash there to Roman. And now looking a double axe handle right to the back. And now whipping him across the ring. Big elbow to the back of the head, or rather the side of the head, taking out DeFunk. We saw Brawl Kaiser pick up a win here earlier. Flo trying to keep the vibes going. Now a right hand to Roman. Elbow to the head. Springboard. Looking for the clothesline, countered there by Defunk. Oh, and the spine buster. Hook in the leg. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out at 1. And now throwing Funk across the ring. The power normally in Roman's advantage in these matchups, and it is here tonight. Look out here, back body drop. And now telling Defunk to get up as he does slowly, and then the boot to the midsection. Defunk in a power bomb position. Roman, oh, I thought he was going to go for that Red Star power bomb. Instead, throw the snake eyes in the corner. And now that foot right to the throat. And, well, wait a second. Wait a second! That is the Madness's music! Remember, Roman tried to get involved in Multivania on multiple occasions. He's expecting the madness. That's not happening. From behind to Funk. Look out here, Funk! You! A taste of Roman's old medicine, too, and a go and a kick out. I don't know who decided to hit the Madness's music, but the Funk took advantage. And a clothesline. And now looking for the Iron Curtain. And now hooks the leg, Roman. 1, 2, and a kick out. Again, no sighting of the Madness, who we also saw at Multivania on both nights. Roman with a big elbow to the spine of Defunk. Not sure what that was all about, but Roman now looking for the Red Star powerbomb. Headbutt there by Defunk. And a headbutt by Roman. And now a foot right to the midsection. And now a knee to the head. And now a right hand by Defunk. Countered into the into the ropes, and a big elbow there by Roman, who puts the boots to the funky one. And now right-handed to Funk. Another right hand. Staggering Funk. And then, across the side of the apron. Then thrown back into the ring. And now telling Funk to get up. Look out here. Clothesline off the top rope. And now he's going to try it again. The Funk countered it last time. Roman going for the Red Star Powerbomb. And he hit it. Hook in the leg. And Roman pinned the champion. Here is your winner, Red Star Roman. So we had the music cue, we had the distraction, and now we have a win by Roman. And no pun intended, but Roman with the authoritative win. I don't know if he ever lost it, but this crowd chanting, "You still got it." But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we've got another massive matchup for you, another champion in action. But the only way to get to that is to send it down to ringside, which we will do right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 247 pounds, he is 1/3 of the Trios Champions, representing the Princedom, Sir Reginald.
And there you see the symbolic sword in the stone. Reginald planting it in the ground, the symbolic sword in the stone of Sir McCheese and Sir Percival. They have climbed the mountaintop. They have pulled the proverbial sword from the stone. And now with it in tow, it is his right to put it back. The sword representing the Trios Championships. And you can see the emotion on Reginald's face, the determination. He risked it all. He risked his new friend. He risked going the route of the Republic and being disbanded, all for the right to hold that title above his head. And they got it done as a team at Multivania.
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 327 pounds, representing the Cyberbots, Talos Sid.
So Talos Sid. And I'm beginning to notice a pattern, the former Trios champion to take on the current champion. And you can see the slow and methodical march of Sid, and he looks as pissed off as any of the bots have been. And so it's going to be Reginald and Sid one-on-one. It's a Multiverse rewind here on Friday nights, showcasing our champions and giving our challengers some much-needed therapy inside the squared circle. And now driving the arm into the canvas, Reginald on the defensive like most of our champions have been here tonight. And now off the ropes. Boot to the head. And Sid telling him to get up. Oh, what a body blow. And then the power slam. And now here come the elbows. And now another body blow staggering Reginald. Combination here from Sid that counters with a clothesline. Oh, looking for the back elbow. Sid moved out of the way. And then driving that knee into the canvas. Sid trying to dismantle the new Trios champion, Reginald. Down, but not out. And now he was looking to try to delete Reginald completely. Boot to the midsection. Here comes the Famouser. And then boot to the midsection. Hooks the arms, the pedigree. Oh, look at Sid. Just too powerful. We've seen McCheese and Percival successful in their showcases, I suppose you could call them. Their singles matches, but right now Reginald in some trouble. And now the cover. Reginald hooking the leg. Oh, and the referee saw him immediately. He was looking for a little bit of leverage. And on the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And now up in the clothesline by Reginald. And the clothesline in the corner. Reginald trying to get the comeback in gear. Nice fist drop there, telling Sid to get back up. The oil is flowing. And to the corner maybe we go? No, to the ropes. In off the ropes. Sid bouncing, shoulder check. Sid stands up. Oh, sweeps the leg. Look out here, the roll up. One, and a counter. 1, 2. Oh, Reginald almost got him. And now Reginald dumped on his back, knee to the spine. And Sid telling him to get up. Oh, he was looking for delay. And again, Reginald able to counter. And now into the pedigree. And Sid can't counter this one. Cover. And he got him. Here is your winner, Sir Reginald. The same reversal sequence, but the pedigree connects. And it's good enough for Reginald. And as we said before, the good vibes are flowing tonight. And folks, before we go any further, we told you we were going to hear from the Executive Club, and we are going to do that right now. Let's see how they feel. We heard from Tyson, but we're going to hear from the conglomerate right now.
You all don't seem to get it, do you? We all lost at Multivania. Freaking Spectrum couldn't win King of the Showcase match, which you have no idea how big that is at Multivania. And you, that match against Madness was so quick, you didn't even try to fight back. You practically gave him the match.
Like it was all too easy, right, Mr. Smythe? Your tantrums have been amusing, but become a squabbling child after losing again, and I shall find someone else to lead the Executive Club. Of this, you can be certain. I like my meat shields to have some dignity, but I don't blame you for your outburst, Tyson. You crave recognition and the belt which should be rightfully yours. While our chaotic member Spectrum seems distracted. Are you all there?
As much as I can be.
Both of you have goals, and if you stick to the plan that I have, I promise you, you will get exactly what you deserve.
But we lost at...
Yes. Multivania. All while the heroes took their spotlights, they have been perfectly placed for the inevitable fall. Blinded by their arrogance, they won't see us coming. For now, I need both of you to cause as much distraction to the roster as you can. So please, indulge in your personal matters. Take the world title, go after the big oof, get in there, and make a show of it.
If it'll please you, for now, I'll go after the big oof and continue with my previous endeavors.
Fine. You know what? I'm locked, loaded, and ready to take their heads off.
Very good. Now, I have a hero to crush tonight. Goodbye from the executives.
Looks like M is putting the troops in line and has a plan of sorts. I would never have called Maximilian Thunderthighs a tactician, but perhaps M unlocking parts of his brain he didn't even know were there. But now refocus, what does that mean for the multiverse? We already heard M allude to his match here later tonight, our main event. M to go one-on-one with Bastion Butler, who we will hear from ahead of that match. But before we get there, we have to hear from one of the heroes of the multiverses. I don't know what it is about Multivania that brings out the worst in the multiverse. But we were once again invaded at the grandest show of them all, and 4 heroes stepped up to try to help. One was aforementioned Bastion Butler. The others were in no particular order: Ultra Devil Sadiq, Engie, and Mr. Enigma, who came out like a ball of fire with a new look, a new song, and a new energy. And here tonight, while they were victorious in a 4-man situation, 4-on-4 that is, 1-on-1 is a different story. And tonight, Demolition Fox is looking for a measure of revenge. It's Nigma and the Fox next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Weighing in at 233 pounds, Demolition Fox!
The demo to go 1-on-1 with Mr. Enigma, who got the upper hand in that 8-man tag team match, 4v4. It was Demolition Fox and those, well, the only way I can describe them is phantoms from another world that were present around ringside for the Face Your Fear match. I don't know how they got out. And Tyson Smythe tweeting out on social media, "We told you this war wasn't over."
And introducing their opponent, weighing in at 239 pounds, Mr. Enigma!
Enigma has kicked it up into another gear since picking a side, and they made it very, very clear they do not stand with the club. And here we go. Demo and Enigma, one-on-one. And Fox hot out of the corner. Here comes Demo. Couple of high flyers. Enigma also the submission expert. Shot to the head, and now the moonsault. Off the springboard. Fox looking for a quick cover, not even a 1 count. And now shoulder tackle, right hand, shot, hip toss. Another Hurricane Rana. And now there's the counter, Demo catching these right hands and a hip toss. Hook in the leg. 1, 2, kick out. And now the Hurricane Rana again. And now the, uh-oh. What? What is happening here tonight? Another audio glitch. This time to distract Demo. But that's Apollo Hades music. And now from behind, look out here. Powerbomb. 1, 2, no. To the outside, Enigma, the crossbody. What is happening here tonight? The forearm shot. And then drops the leg. And now the cover. And a kick out. And now face first off the side of the apron. Again, trying to parse what that music meant. I mean, Hades and Demo should theoretically be on the same side. Nobody home. Looking for the Poison Rana off the springboard, and they hit all concrete. And now Fox. Oh, and Enigma able to move out of the way of that. So both men crashing and burning. And now thrown back inside the ring. Enigma to fly. And a crossbody. And now here it comes, looking for that cloverleaf, turning him over. Fox with nowhere to go. And they're tapping out. It wasn't a fluke. They're just that good. Here is your winner, Mr. Enigma. And you can see how much that dive took out of them, but they were still able to lock in their patented submission move. And I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop. It feels like it's been a very good night. But, folks, before we get too much further into the night, I should remind everybody that tonight's episode of Friday Night Flashbang is brought to you in part by Lowe's. Lowe's! But why? Now, this next match, ladies and gentlemen, I never thought I would see in my lifetime. I never thought it would be possible. I never thought it would come to fruition. We have a new World Heavyweight Champion, and the Crimson Phoenix probably went, what can I do to make my first night on Flashbang memorable? Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is a first for Friday Night Flashbang. Coming up next is a first of its kind for the match type. Coming up next, we have an 8-man Apex Battle Royal, and it's next. No joke. Let's go to ringside.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is an 8-man Apex Battle Royal. Introducing first, weighing in at 327 pounds, Sheepy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the deepest of deep pulls. Do you remember when Sheepy used to be a member of Apex, even dripped out in the old attire, although the circumstances were very different? Apex has invited Sheepy to the Battle Royal. I never thought I would see that outfit again, and I don't know how I feel about it. I guess the only thing you can say, folks, is beep beep. And introducing second, weighing in at 241 pounds, the Doof. Well, he was helpful last night in fending off some of the multiversal invaders. Thankfully not destroying our budget. Dude's certainly in a good mood, supporting his buddies, and not quite what I expected when I heard Apex Battle Royal, but here we go. And introducing third, weighing in at 329 pounds, Labris. Well, speaking
of Apollo Hades earlier. This is the man that cut him off at the pass during that world title match, the Cartel Rules match. If you were on the roster, you were probably getting involved or brawling backstage somewhere.
And introducing fourth. Weighing at 249 pounds, he is the Apex Predator, Nero Napier.
So Nero made their return on the road to Multivania to help Crimson fend off the club. And now here in this celebratory battle royal, so Nero Napier, we haven't seen him on Friday nights very often in recent months. But here tonight, we can add it to the list.
And introducing fifth. Weighing in at 187 pounds, the Queen, Mizuki Napier.
So Mizuki also back. Remember, the Napiers helped out Bastion Butler a couple of weeks ago, but prior to that, we had not seen either for months. Together they used to run Apex until they ceded it to the Crimson Phoenix, who took them in a new direction, maybe trying to right the wrongs that the Napiers were blind to, but now they get to celebrate as a Groot, having come full circle.
And introducing next, weighing in at 237 pounds, he is the Sunken Sea Captain, Zephyr Tail.
Folks, it's like a victory lap for Apex. If I had told you 3 to 4 years ago that Apex would be some of the biggest heroes of Friday Night Flashbang, you would have called me crazy. You would have said you've come from a different multiverse. Well, folks, maybe we are in a different timeline, but Apex wouldn't have been the heroes we predicted, but they were the ones we needed to end the reign of terror of Victor Vicious. Who would have thought? From Napier's defeat of starting to turn over a new leaf before being screwed out of the championship by the cartel, to the Crimson Phoenix rising from the ashes of their own screws. And now this.
And introducing next, weighing in at 317 pounds, Blythe Howless.
Blythe Howless, the Wolfman of Apex. And tweeting out on social media, the fake Queen Kathgina saying, quote, "Your days are numbered. Your cheating won't save you. That belt belongs to Roman. Consider this a gentle reminder before the end. The beginning is the end, and the end is the beginning." Now, who's the last member of this battle royal? Oh, snap!
And introducing Eighth, weighing in at 247 pounds, they are the new World Heavyweight Champion, the Crimson Phoenix.
The Crimson Phoenix overcame every odd put in front of them. They came back from the screw job by Victor Vicious. They won the 64-man tournament. They proved that they deserved an opportunity And they took advantage. It took the entire locker room, led by Apex, to overcome the cartel and lost it in the brass. But by God, they did it. Soak it in, folks. We have a new champion, and their name is the Crimson Phoenix. And here we go. What a match this is. Apex going at it. We got Doof and Nero, Sheepy and Mizuki, Zephyr and Blight, Crimson and Labris. And there's going to be bodies everywhere again. This is a battle royal over the top rope variety. And now Sheepy from behind. A couple of other notable missing members of Apex for a short time. And this is true. Wiley, a member of Apex. It was because of them that Sheepy was able to escape their grasp also many years ago when they were under the influence, we'll say, of Apex's sway. And of course, Satiris Basilicus, who strangely absent from this match despite his brother being a part of it. But that is Apex's history inside one squared circle. And now there goes Doof.
The Doof has been eliminated.
So Nero taking out the Doof, and Phoenix. Oh, there goes the champ.
The Crimson Phoenix has been eliminated.
So Phoenix might have put this all together, but just like that, Battle Royale's very different. And now the scoop slam there. And now a right hand. And now Sheepy bounced off the ropes. And now, wait a second, Sheepy in some bad shape. Counter there to Labris. So we're down to the Napiers, Howless, Zephyr, Tails, Sheepy, and Labris. And there's a splash by Sheepy. And a raw right hand to Nero. And now Mizuki, the double axe handle. Look at the power of Blight Howless. And there goes Labris. Sheepy looking to take him out. Oh, Labris able to hang on. And now look out here. Looking for the Blight Breaker. Oh, and countered by Sheepy. And now the running power bomb to Mizuki. Zephyr trying to take out the Sheep. The double axe handle as Blight takes down Labris. Again, I would never have guessed that you would be able to see a battle royal of Apex's history. And now body blows. Nero staggering Sheepy. And down goes Mizuki. And now Sheepy looking to hug it out. And now Blight trying to hang on. Nero trying to dump the big man. Smiles everywhere in this match. I haven't seen Apex smile this much, maybe ever. And now Blight trying to get rid of the legend. There's the sunken sea treasure by Zephyr. And now for the first time, Nero thought about going after Mizuki, but then sees Labrys down. Mizuki in some trouble. I think Nero said dump Mizuki. He's not going to want to have to do it. There's the snake bite. But he doesn't see Blight from behind. And there goes Mizuki.
Mizuki Napier has been eliminated. Zephyr Tail has been eliminated.
And Sheepy from behind. But now it's Labrys, Nero, Blight, and Sheepy. And Blight sends them into the corner. And now look out here. Blight. Off the ropes. Oh my goodness. Pouncing them. Oh, and the spear, but Blight stays on his feet. And now trying to get rid of Labrys. Labrys trying to hold on, but Blight dumps him. And now Nero trying to get rid of Sheepy. Oh, but a counter. Oh, and a counter again. STO to Sheepy. And now look out the neck breaker. And now Sheepy in trouble again. Nero's got them poised, locked, loaded. We saw this in Multivania. Tighten a bow into the sheep. And now the kick. And now from behind. Blight going after Nero. And a gutbuster. Could you believe if Sheepy pulled this out? And now Blight looking at the staggered sheep. Looking for the Blight breaker. And out into the corner, Sheepy. In trouble again. After the Titan Ball, the howling. And now they got to get him out of the ring. There goes Sheepy. And we're down to the original two members of Apex. It's Nero and Blight. Knee to the face. And a clothesline. And now saying it might be time to go to sleep. Nero trying to take Blight out. Shoulder breaker. Can the OG do it? The founding members of Apex, the last two, trying to get Blight up and over. Look at the size of Blight. Can Nero do it? Blight trying to hang on. And now Blight able to stagger himself, get back on his feet, elbow to Nero. Right hand. And now off the ropes, look out here, spinebuster to Nero. And a kick to the head. And there's the stomp by Nero. Knee to the back. And here it comes, the coil. Trying to choke out Blight. Blight with nowhere to go, and a tap is not going to do it for Nero. And Nero trying to get them up and over. Blight. And a shoulder check, and Nero does it!
Here is your winner, Nero Napier!
And that is why he was a champion for 484 days, Nero Napier. And ladies and gentlemen, what a match we have just witnessed. An Apex Battle Royal won by the original leader of Apex, Nero Napier, reminding you he's not done quite yet, as hashtag thank you Nero trending worldwide. Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, Mick Morgan saying, quote, so many monsters and beasts in a single bloody brawl, color me envious, being unable to be a part of such a match. And well, ladies and gentlemen, we were supposed to get to our main event, but hang on just a second, we have a situation brewing. We have a situation backstage, and I think we know why Satiris was not involved in that battle royal. Lord V and the Cleaver backstage. The Abyssal Void going after Satiris while Apex is busy. And Labrys trying to fight off two people at once. And right now, Satiris shoving away Lord V. Throwing to the trash can from behind. Remember, M said that there was a method to the madness, that a plan was in place. And look at Satiris trying to fight two members of the Abyssal Void off at once. And now a big clubbing blow, but a counter by Cleaver. And a couple of shots. And a big body shot there from Cleaver. And now tweeting out on social media, Michael Macabre saying, and once again, the undefeated remains hidden, kept away by his masters. Such a shame, really. Rookie of the year of 2020 and left in the shadows. Well, I don't think he's in the shadows, Macabre. I think he's having to deal with the Void. And now lifting up Cleaver, and oh, the nice gorilla press. And tweeting out on social media, Sajar saying, quote, it has been discussed with my Pack brothers and we are all in agreement. We take this moment to extend an invitation to McMorgan for a private meeting away from private eyes that would interfere. What does that mean? And now V taking advantage, and it's taking two men to take down Labrys onto the shovel. And now look out here. Oh, thrown up onto the crates. And now both men going after Labrys. And a taunt to Labrys, who says, you know what, I got something for you, but V says no. And then a clothesline by Cleaver. And Satiris getting beat down, the bat. And then, oh, look out here, the counter to Cleaver, thrown off onto the concrete. And now going after V. And now thrown, nearly knocked off. And oh, Cleaver countered again. And now Satiris going after V. Right hand. And a clubbing blow, and here comes Cleaver. Into the barricade. And now taunting Satiris, which I don't know if that's a wise decision. Up on the shoulders. And now looking for the power slam to Satiris. And now body blows again. Oh, look out here. Oh, the front slam. And the numbers game just too much for Satiris. He's trying to do his best, but it's probably not going to be enough. And now V telling Cleaver to go deal with him. And now a couple of body blows to the bull. An uppercut. And now the power slam. And now V wants a piece. And now thrown back towards the cars, back in that parking lot where they jump Satiris. I'm telling you now, Apex, there's going to be a reckoning for the Abyssal Void. Look out here. Elbows to the head. And a headbutt. And now, the glass! Cleaver head first with Satiris' head into that glass window. And folks, we'd like to stick with this. We got to get you towards our main event. But I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't heard the end of this. Because of course we haven't. But folks, coming up next, we promised you our main event. But before we get there, we have to hear from the other man involved in this main event. Bastion Butler and M squaring off before they head down to ringside. Let's take a sneak peek.
I know you're a big guy, but I have to say, the way you moved to try to break up Phoenix's pin on Victor was a little slow. You know what the best way for a hitman to execute his targets is? When he does so in plain sight without anybody noticing. What better way to avoid blowing your cover than making it look like an accident? But you can't fool me. You weren't slow to react to breaking up the pin at Multivania. You knew exactly what you were doing. To everyone listening right now, if the cat wasn't already out of the bag, I'm about to rip it open. Here's the big secret. The target M had his sights set on was none other than Victor Vicious.
Is that all you have to say, Bastion? That was your grand reveal? I'm very disappointed in you. What happened at Multivania was a tragedy. I did everything I could to defend poor Victor, but in my confusion I didn't see you out in the main event doing something. Where were you, Bastion? I didn't see you out there. Oh, I know where you were. You were sitting in the back, waiting for your moment that will never come. Who needs to be saved by Bastion Butler when even the hero himself is not wanted in the first place? You are alone, Butler. You will take your responsibility, and you will leave my show. The new Mr. Friday Nights is going to say goodbye to Bastion Butler.
M with a very powerful declarative statement that this will be the last night that we ever see Bastion Butler on Flashbang. Well, that's some big talk, but we'll see if he can back it up. And folks, I apologize, I misspoke. We have but one more match before our main event, one more showcase of the spoils of Multivania. Because we saw new tag team champions. We saw new trios champions. But we also saw a championship come to MNW Friday Night Flashbang in the shape of the Big Oof. And last but certainly not least, we saw the Interdimensional Championship change hands because it is no longer around the waist of an invader. It is now around the waist of the man that Mr. Lawson said would never be a champion. That being El Pollo de la Muerte, and they are in singles action next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 241 pounds, they are the new interdimensional champion, El Pollo de la Muerte. El Pollo to go one-on-one here tonight. Another showcase of our newest champion, the Multiverse, back in good hands. And at Multivania, this chicken arose to the occasion even. And introducing their opponent, weighing in at 249 pounds, they are the Dragonborn. Why? So Wiley, the first interdimensional champion to test the current champion. It's the chicken versus the ice dragon. And folks, with Victor Vicious finally losing that championship, you can make the argument that hell froze over. And here we go. It's going to be, a right hand. And there's the right hand. Look out here, looking for the clothesline. And now Wiley with a neck breaker. Taking him down. And now look, the DDT caught him running in. And now a forearm shot. And now in off the ropes, nice. Hip toss there, and there's the knee. And a clothesline again.
And now Pollo trying to pull themselves up to the corner. Right hand. And an elbow. El Pollo able to prove the doubters wrong in Multivania. It was a 6-year journey from feuding with Apex to targeting Nero Napier to winning the Nero Napier submission tournament and then finally getting an opportunity at the Interdimensional Championship at Multivania, and they made it count in that triple threat match. Not only winning, but tapping out the champion Deadpool with that impressive chicken wing submission move. Into the cover now, Wiley trying to make that happy vibe short-lived. And now the elbow from El Pollo. The clothesline. And now driving the knee into the canvas. And now there's the kick. Oh, and a neck breaker by El Pollo. And then to the knee. Stomp to the back. And now Wiley with a counter, throwing them towards the barricade. And now up on the shoulders. Look out here. Reverse DDT. And Wiley, dragon screw. And now some body blows. Staggering Wiley. And then full face first into the ring post, and then El Pollo kicked away. And now that's a count of 8. Wiley gonna slide back in. Count of 9. El Pollo down. Wiley gonna try to steal one. And El Pollo slide. Oh, wait a second. Legs counts to 10. El Pollo doesn't make it in. Here is your winner as a result of a count out. Why? So the ref counts to 10, and I guess judge that El Pollo didn't quite get in. And M tweeting out on social media, good count, ref, and that seems like a questionable call at best. Even Wiley is glaring at legs. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, it is now time for your main event. M has already threatened that this will be Bastion Butler's last night on Friday Night Flashbang. They are going to go one-on-one, but the blockbuster dropped just ahead of that match that we just saw. Apparently, Bastion Butler, in his research that he's been going off about, thinks that Victor Vicious was initially a target of M, which seems kind of crazy. I mean, it's certainly possible. But without a lot of proof outside of Bastion's word, I'm sure M is going to be looking to prove a point in this next matchup and send Bastion back to where he believes he belongs. Let's send it down to ringside for your main event. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
weighing in at 257 pounds, Bastion Butler.
The man who helped defend the multiverse at Multivania against those Faces of Fear monster creature things and Demolition Fox. But M looking to make their victory and their stay on Flashbang come to an abrupt end.
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 267 pounds, representing the Executive Club, M.
And as M marches his way down to the ring, this crowd definitely letting them know and continuing to let them know exactly what they think. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. M and Butler. Butler came here wanting to go one-on-one with Tyson Smythe, but he's going to get M instead, who may be trying to show the Executive Club by example that all hope is not lost for their goals. And Bo Butler immediately driving his back into the chest of M into a quick cover, trying to prove a point. Oh, and a kick out at one. And now going after M, the shot to the leg. Butler saying it's time already. Look out here, big clothesline. And Bobo and a boot to the head, and down goes M again. Another drop kick by M. And now M trying to counter, but no. Butler again, and another cover. And this time a 2 count, but a kick out. And then kicking away Bastion. And now in the corner, M with a big clothesline. And now M telling him to get up. Boot to the midsection. And now towards the rope, Butler, shots to the back. Elbows to the spine. And now the draw, the double axe handle. And out of the cover and a kick out again. And tossing M back into the ring. And now the boot right to the throat. And sends him down. And the boot to the head again. And now a couple of body blows. And now, well, looking for a big shot. Butler moved out of the way and then gets a shoulder tackle by M. And now into the corner. Right hand. And now trying to choke M. And the aggression coming out of Butler. He seems like a playful, jovial soul. But he can flip a switch and go from funny to feral very, very quick. And now the knee right into the canvas. Systematically taking apart M right now. And now off the ropes. Again, and a knee right to the head. Butler claimed before this matchup that M was targeting Victor Vicious, despite the Executive Club, specifically Mr. Lawson, saying that they wanted Vic to remain champion and did everything in their power, M included, to protect him. And now a stomp to the back of the head. And now the big splash there from M. Meanwhile, Kev Gina tweeting out on social media as we get this cover, legs in position one, kick out by Butler. Kev Gina saying, quote, "This evening has been most pleasant. I'm feeling most generous this one time. I'll send the trash to the ER on his way out. Free of any charge if need be." So Kev Gina once again trying to work her machinations behind the scenes. M getting some, a full head of steam, a charging shoulder directly into the sternum and then pulling Butler out of the corner. And now trying to pick themselves up, right hand. In off the ropes, no. Counter. Oh, he got caught in a power slam. Butler tried to leapfrog and M caught him in a power slam. And now here comes the big elbow from M. And now up to the top rope. M looking to fly. And a splash there. Forearm to the face. Up on the, and the ref immediately saw M's feet on the ropes. Well done, legs. Bastion always screaming about those ocular implants. Well, they came in handy there, helping Butler out. Right hand. Off the ropes. Boot to the head. Busted open M. And a goal back to the chest. M getting locked inside the black coffin and now up on the shoulders. Off the ropes. And fingers down the back. And a clubbing blow. What has Butler got in mind here, telling M to get up? Not much of a high flyer, but an elbow right to the temple, trying to knock some sense into M. And now where is Butler going? And maybe rethinking his plan, whatever it was. Picking him up. Look out here. Fall away slam. And both men are down. Butler turns over. Can he just drape the arm? Crawls into the cover. M not moving. 1, 2, kick out. And now M. Butler with the counter. And now the hip toss. And now Butler the drop down. M's already kicked out of the Otaku onslaught. Butler hasn't taken his best shot yet, neither has M. Seemingly content to just slug it out. Look at M with the power slam. And now off the ropes. He used to call it thunder thighs, now it's just painful. And this crowd, look at this. M is just mocking Butler, doing push-ups. He said he wanted it to come to an end. This could do it, the FTK! M into the cover, 1, 2, and he got him! Here's your winner, FTK for the win. And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, M celebrating in the ring over Butler. Wait, we got a Titantron. Cut to the Titantron. Ladies and gentlemen, the cryptic messages played for months prior to M ever getting accused of anything, of even showing up on Friday nights. We remember those. Well, the message deciphered means eliminate Victor Vicious. What? How long was that in the works? And how the hell are we supposed to get an explanation? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot more to unpack tonight than I ever expected. But unfortunately, that is going to have to wait for another night, because tonight... Oh, tonight we're not done, I guess.
Cause your opinion don't matter. This a maniac is gonna step on whomever. It's time getting live, cause I'm gonna make it changes. Kicking ass, taking names, cleaning house.
Greetings, Flashbang. My name is Mr. Lawson, and I am the hand-picked representative of the brass. There are those of you that I'm sure are very concerned for my well-being. Well, rest assured I have received the best medical attention that money could possibly buy. And while I am not able to grace you all with my presence once again, I'm sure you're all very curious, where does Friday Night Flashbang go from here?
I've thought very much the same thing in the nearly week that I've had since Multivania. I'm sure you're all very proud of yourselves, showcasing champions, celebrating the freedom in this new era, as Eric Generiksen calls it. This is not a new era, but if for some reason it was, it would not be an era you want to be a part of. You see, I've been here through new eras in MNW. I've been through the clowns. I've been through the Inquisition. And while I wasn't in my current position, I know my MNW history, and there is always a calm before the storm. Congratulations, Bastion, Geek, whoever decided to decipher the little message that we left for you. Victor Vicious was a target, because when you're looking to take control of a ship, you take out its captain. But thankfully, Victor Vicious saw the light of day and became a valuable asset. So while you were busy deciphering a message, the plan had already changed. So as usual, all of you are so many steps behind. Because while you were troubleshooting that, I was busy terminating the contract of Spike so he could join the scrap heap of the Bone Warriors. While you were busy figuring that, I made sure that Jack Andrews was not able to make his flight here tonight. While you were all busy wondering what the future holds for Flashbang, M and I have been making plans for the future of Flashbang. Some of you want to talk about facing your fears. Some of you think that it's funny that the Executive Club was mocked and embarrassed at Multivania. We lost the battle. But the war is ongoing, and I have many, many old friends in very, very high places. So be careful who you corner and who you push. Because next week, there will be a price to pay for each and every one of you. So enjoy your 1 week of reprieve. Because playtime is over.
Cause your opinion don't matter. This maniac is gonna step on whomever. It's time getting live, cause I'm gonna make it changes. Kicking ass, taking names, cleaning house.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lawson, as ominous and serious as I've ever heard him, we're going to have to figure out what all that means next week, because this week we are out of time. Enjoy it while it lasts Friday night, because I don't know how much longer we have. My name is Eric Generiksen. You're not going to want to miss next week. Good night!